So today I get the honor and the privilege of being a passenger princess again. Now we just gotta wait for her to show up to drive. So that experience didn't go as I had planned. I thought it was just gonna be a lovely joyride being a passenger princess, but the Lord had other plans. I was able to teach my new driver, my daughter. I was able to teach her a very valuable lesson. So she got out kind of late. She got in the car. She was filled with attitude, and I was like, "Oh Lord, please help me." So she got on the driver's side, and then she pressed on the gas. I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on, princess. Hold on. We ain't going nowhere with that attitude." I stopped her right there and I told her, "Listen, driving, it's a big responsibility because you're going to use a vehicle that has mighty force and power on the road. And if you can't control your emotions, why would I let you drive a car?" That is one of the first rules that we should teach our children when they're learning to drive. Something that I didn't even think about until this morning. I was like, whoa, no way, Jose, we ain't doing that. I'm not going to put an angry driver on the road for everybody else to deal with. No way. Won't do that to you guys. So I had to talk to her and be like, "Listen, we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that." Sorry, somebody's alarm went off. But as I was saying, I had to stop her on her tracks and tell her, "Listen, we're not going to do that. We're not going to be driving angry. We're not." Because what happens the day that something happens to her that's so emotionally shocking that she has no control over the wheel and she drives angry and she brings anger and hate and honking and, Lord forbid, she's not going to curse because she doesn't do that anyways. But there's people out there that can't control their emotions and they just leave it all on the road. Being around somebody that's an angry driver is crazy. So why would I put that out there? So I had to stop her right there, and she kind of snapped out of it. She's like, okay, But my goodness, I didn't think about this, how important it is to teach new drivers to control their emotions, because you can't be stepping on the gas, stepping on the brake. You can't be driving crazy, driving fast, You just can't do that. You got to control your emotions, especially behind the wheel. Accidents happen like this within an instant, fast. And if you're going to be putting other people's lives in danger, then maybe, don't teach them to drive yet. Teach them to control their emotions. But yeah, I hope this video blesses some of you guys that have kids that are going to learn to drive. She's not always, with an attitude or angry, but the times that she does show up like that, I just had to tell you guys, it was a nice experience for both of us to learn and to grow and to just be aware, of little things like this. So yeah, I hope this video blesses you guys.